Hi, thank you for coming to Yarn Again. This is cowl that I'm doing with Coco's Crochet Lista. It is the calendar cowl using the Sydney, Australia calendar. She's in Australia, and we're doing it in 6 months. She randomly picks a color that is in that month's calendar, and she puts the colors from the calendar in a box, shakes it all up, and she picks three colors and picks a wild card. You don't have to put the wild card in your Afghan if you don't want to. And the other colors are in there. Lista is doing variant stitches. She's changing her stitches every month. And every month on our calendar, she picks 2 months. So we're going to get the calendar done in 6 months rather than 12 months. And I'm just doing the half double crochet. I'm not as advanced with different stitches. I grew up doing the granny squares, and I'm learning stitches as I go along now. In my old age. I'm kidding. I'm not old, just old. And last time we met about these cowls, you would have known, if you were there, you saw I had to pull all the shiny colors out because they went flat. I went back and I frogged it. I had this done from this white here all the way down to here, and I frogged it all. I took it all out, and then I put it all back because I had to add a white. I added a white to this because it was a neutral color, because these are my shiny colors. It was glittery or shiny. I didn't have either. My son came home and he got this while he was out with his dad because it had the colors I needed. It had the pink and the green, and this one had the blue and the gray. And adding the white makes it so much better, because when you lay it like this on the table, or it doesn't, because before it was like half the size of the yarn, so it was laying, it was clearly obvious that I used a different kind of yarn, because it was from Hobby Lobby, and it's the thin silky yarn, so that it had a shine. So adding the white made such a big difference, and it made it equal out into a 4-weight. Excuse me. So I put all that back together. Missed that one. Missed it. And then I waited, and then this past Saturday, Lista pulled the new colors for the month. I forgot what month we're on. January, February, March, April. We're on May. And these are the colors for May. The brown, yellow, green. That is a green. It could be any shade of these colors. And then a lavender. So I put them in this pattern, because there's no right or wrong way you do your pattern. You do 8 rows. So I could have done 1 row of each of these and then finished off, but I put 2 rows of the yellow and then 1 row of the brown to tie it all together. And that's what I came up with. I do think it's looking pretty good for my first cowl. I've never done a crochet along. I don't think I've ever done a crochet along. I've only been on the YouTube streets since November 9th. That's when I started my channel. There we go. I have it folded in 4, and at current moment it is 13 by 13 square folded as 4. And this was January. And when I didn't go back here and look and see how I was doing it, but it just turns out that apparently I like doing the 2 of 1 and then 1 alternating. This one, I don't know why I didn't do it that way, but that works. I was so stuck with this one because the shiny, because I didn't have it, and then it was so thin. But once I pulled it all the way out, I was really happy with the way it came out. And this is a warm blanket. So we wait 2 weeks and we see what Lista pulls next. And if you want to see another version of the calendar blanket, the Sydney calendar blanket, go over to Coco's Crochet. I'll link her down below. And also Sam from Mantha's Makes, she's doing the cal as well. And you can see her take on it with colors she chose. Because it doesn't have to be the exact same color. It's the shade of lavender or yellow. The shade of. I'm using the same yellow and the cream throughout. And the green is the same green. This time I went for a different lavender because it's a shinier lavender. Can you see? It's a shinier lavender. It's got a little bit of a sheen so that it matches, brings in the shiny here. So it kind of goes together a little bit. I do appreciate your company today, and I hope you have a great day. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Share it if you think that somebody might appreciate seeing it. And if you haven't already subscribed, I'd appreciate that too. Have a great day, and thank you again for stopping by.